Чуваки, смотрите, какая-то игра топовая. Он не может выплыть отсюда, смотрите. Это пиздец. Это пиздец! Я тебе реально говорю, это пиздец. Ну где-нибудь вылези уже, сука! Блять, какие дебилы эту игру делали, хуй его знает. Я не могу вылезти просто, и все, я плаваю. Я не могу нихуя вылезти, он не вылазит, пиздец. Все. Во, вылез, нихуя себе. Чудо, бля. Опять я с моста выебался. Я, короче, игру на самый высокий уровень сложности поставил, чтобы сложно было Маркано убить. Очень сложно. Давай закажем свою эту хуйню тарантайку. Сейчас доедем по-быстрому. Опа. Давай, освобождай карету. Ну, короче, пареньки, Сэма этого Маркано убиваем. Короче, на этом серии Мафию 3 заканчиваем. Все, как бы... покидаем эту игру навеки. Вот. И все, заебись. Что это было? Ты видел? Ха, прикольно. Маркано на расстрел. Маркано не выжить. Все, Маркано труп. Это однозначно. Блять, я быстрее пройти и пожрать. Я очень заебался в эту игру играть. Она мне надоела. Я, блять, нахуй обзор и галимый напишу.
Wasting any time, are you?
Your little rampage is going to attract attention. Attention from people I don't care to associate with.
Yeah, imagine not.
Thankfully, closing off your loose ends is as simple as tossing around some super grade. With any luck, this will keep them off my ass. For a little while, anyway. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. There's still the matter of killing Georgie and Sal. You should get a kick out of hearing this.
Georgie, get your ass in here. Your Uncle Tommy's dead. I thought you'd like to know. He was a smart kid, your Uncle Tommy. He could have been anything. I tried to tell him, go to law school. Instead, he went to Cuba.
I'm sorry, Pops. And I know what he meant to you.
I am leveraged out the ass, called in every favor, and none of it made a goddamn difference.
Смысл поняли? Он подергал за концы всех, кого знал. Он молодец.
Every low-life ball of piss in this city smells blood in the water. My blood. You understand? And they step over their own mother. If it meant being the one that clipped me, I wouldn't last 10 minutes out there.
That's a crock of shit. You are the Sal Marcano. There's gotta be something that we could do.
Что он сказал? Ты заебал? Я просмотрел.
Come here, boy. Come here. You call up whatever men we still have left. You tell them to meet us up there at the casino. And when Lincoln Clay shows up, we'll do everything we can to put that goddamn nigga in the ground right next to us. Go on now, get the fuck out of here.
Should have known that Markano would go to ground at the casino.
You can take the bridge up there, so it's a straight shot.
You know, none of this would have happened without you.
There's either this or right away in some...
Возобновлю, короче. Музыка закончилась, я решил возобновить видео. деталь все равно вырезать придется, страйк обеспечен. Чудо, блядь, был день, стала ночь. Нормально? Это куда я еду сейчас? Блядь, нихуя казино здорово, мне патронов хватит. Наверное, много людей будет. Я приложу все усилия, чтобы раздавить их всех как клопов. Уничтожить и распилить. А я тут как тут, братики? Ой, ёпта. Ох ты, бля.
Fast, bitch! That shit's all him. Let's go.
Ну, видишь как, это высокий уровень сложности я поставил. Теперь играть стало сложнее. Бля, надеюсь, я появлюсь рядом с казино. Я не хочу появляться очень далеко от него. Пожалуйста, появись меня около казино. Это моя последняя моя просьба. Спасибо. Прям с неба ёбнулся, готов воевать.
Get this shit over with.
He's all yours. That's him. Let's go. What's he thinking? Gonna be nothing for you to bear it. Shit, he hasn't hit that.
Хуя не дамажит, ты видел? Да вы заебали, чуваки. Куда он пошел-то? Хуй спрятался-то. О, блядь, смотри, живучий какой, ты видел? Называется вантап. Съебал, блядь. Чё, блядь, платите, что ли, нахуй? Патроны, патроны, патроны. Хуя ты, блядь. Опача. нахуй. Надо сейчас наверх зайти, посмотреть, есть там патроны или нет. Мне бы еще не помешало. Да, есть. Не зря сбегал.
You let the boys downstairs handle this. It's what they're getting paid for. I ain't come here to watch someone else do all the work. I came here to bury that cocksucker, just like we said. Be careful, yeah? Let me move! Cover my ass!
Блин, ну они устойчивые, я ебал.
You cocksucker, you brought all this on yourself. You should told me to stop the by. I'd have had the kids whip something up for you. We got ourselves a
These
gas.
motherfuckers can't protect you, Georgie. It's over.
What you waiting for? Let's go.
Пидорасы, блин.
You think I'm gonna roll over like a fucking dog? Fuck you! Cocksucker! You're tied up, motherfucker! You ain't never getting to my old man! Reload!
Туда надо ебануть. И туда. И туда.
Grenade, get to cover. Dead, help me out.
Да иди нахуй.
We got a score settled next. Down a man. Son of a bitch. Grenade in.
Подохни, сука. Опасные, опасные. И опаснее.
Winged it. What you waiting for? Throw it. Bitch.
Really?
Now, boy. Get behind something. Fucking flies. That's him. Let's go.
Don't tussle with a motherfucker your own size.
I'm gonna clobber you. Drop a grenade on him. Think fast, bitch.
Обойти решили, сука.
Monkey shot.
Get behind something.
Slow motherfuckers die first.
Твою мать, убили, нихуя себе. Их там дохуя, пиздец. Надо было пулемет брать, я не знал, что их так много будет. Чё-то их дохуя, так прям пиздец, ебать. У меня уже мясо стынет. Которое я сварил. Охуеть. Серьезно? Пиздец.
The boys downstairs handle this. It's what they're getting paid for. I ain't come
Ой,
here to
бля.
someone else do all the work. I came here to bury that cocksucker.
Hey, soldier. Split you wide open. Damn, get him. Hunker down.
Thinking you stupid fuck, you should not have come here. Get him the fuck
Блять, ты тут не попадешь.
this on yourself. I should tell
Ну вылезай, блядь, чё тебе, блядь, особо приглашение надо, говно, блядь.
These motherfuckers
Заебали,
can't protect
блядь.
you, Georgie. It's over.
Z.
Let's go.
Grenade, move it.
Фу, пидорасы, блядь. Ха. Падла, блядь. Блядь, вот этого пидора наверху убить. Блядь, откуда ебашут? Нихуя себе, ты видел, блядь? Давай, вылезай, блядь. Ты он реально заебал, чего он не помирает-то? Я жду, пока вверх не вылезет. Да он пиздец, он вообще не дохнет, ебать. Сволота, блядь. На нахуй. Блядь, вот этого я не ожидал, блядь, этого я не ожидал. А, подожди, а там что, зайти можно было? Нихуя себе не знал, блядь. Сейчас зайду. Что-то на сложном уровне-то реально сложновато. Ну ладно ж. Куда ты, блядь, намастелился? Бля, опять надо.
These motherfuckers can't protect you, Georgie. It's over.
Куда отсюда появились они, ёпта? А. Блять, один ко мне идет. За шиворот тебя. Нихуя себе, ты посмотри на них, блядь. Вот они, три пидорасика, блядь.
Out of ammo! Gotta reload! Get over here! He's cutting us down! Dropping like fucking flies.
Потому что надо тылы смотреть, потому что с тылов тоже могут заходить. Пидорасы, блядь, ты посмотри, а? Сложно ощутимо. 5 за шиворот захуять. А вот этого, короче, убить.
While I reload. I'm getting torn up here! Time to die, prick! Taking out the whole team! Yeah, he's shutting us down!
Хильнуться надо. Да ну, по идее.
Make way, boys! Dropping like fucking flies.
Не сложно. Вот патронов нихуя нет у них, а вот калаш валяется. Хоть что-то, блядь. Бля, аптека что, с той стороны, что ли? Надо взять, пригодится.
Found some! I got this!
Не ты ли это? Ты родной. И ты не смог, да, меня выдержать. Ну, блядь, что теперь? Значит, и твоя смерть уже близка.
You stupid motherfucker.
I always thought you were my friend. That you had me and Ellis's backs. It was just an act. You didn't kill me because I said no. You killed me because you thought you owned me. Owned all of us.
It was never about us. It was about my old man. My father. I'd do anything for him. Same as you and Sammy.
And you understand why I have to do this.
I know you think you're alone in this world, Lincoln, but you're not. And you never will be.
А он что, один? Такое бы слабовато было, ёпта. Хм. А сложность у меня самый высокий стоит. Да.
Hell of a sight, ain't it? When I first come to this town, it was nothing more than a backwater shithole. Now look at it.
Let me see your hands.
Whatever was between us is over, you understand? It ended the second it was you coming up them stairs instead of my son. You want a drink?
All right.
I had this imported from Scotland. Single malt. Usually I'm a bourbon man, but I figured I'd order something with a little more class for when the casino opens. Not much of a chance of that happening now, is it?
Don't look that way.
Take a seat. I ain't going nowhere. Hey, not bad.
I think I still prefer Shine.
You know, a month or so after my brother Lucio died, I started having nightmares. I had this one where I was on a boat. Giant wave come, knocked my ass overboard. I hit that water and sink like a goddamn rock. And there was another one where cottonmouths biting me all to hell. But the one that really got to me was Georgie's funeral. He's laid out in that shitty little casket. Neck cut, same as Lucio's. Yeah, that one really got to me. It'll come around again every 3 or 4 days.
That one where I'm back in Nam, sleeping in a foxhole. All of a sudden, these dark figures come out of the shadows. I try to fight them off, but they hold me down, tie my hands together, stuff a muddy rag in my mouth so I can't scream, can't warn the men sleeping next to me. And then I gotta listen as all those men die.
I imagine that's not gonna go away anytime soon.
No. I imagine it won't.
And then this. This was all to try to keep mine from coming true. Look how that turned out. I buried a lot of people. More than I can count. The one I never wanted to see go down in that cold ground was my son.
And yet here we are.
Yes. Here we are. My son is dead. And I'm having a drink with his killer. I'm not gonna apologize for what I did, you understand? If I did, I'd just be lying. I don't have it in me to feel shame for the things I've done to others. Never have.
Didn't come here for an apology.
Nah. I know you did. Goddamn, I was right about you, wasn't I? I knew it the second I fucking saw you at the country club. Men like us, we're just wired up wrong. There's only one thing we know. One thing we're good at. I'm gonna be waiting for you, Lincoln Clay. This won't be the last time we see each other.
I know.
What are you waiting for?
Нихуя ж стекла вылетели так ебануло. Только сейчас не говорит, что сюда тоже копы приедут.
I take it you're Lincoln Clay.
So they tell me.
I told Sal this fucking casino would be the end of him. I meant it figuratively. Shit has a way of turning on you, doesn't it?
Especially if you piss off the wrong person.
You know who I am, son?
Guessing you're Leo Galante.
Let's take a little walk, you and me. Probably no surprise, but the rest of the commission wants you dead. You and anybody else that had anything to do with this.
What happened here was between me and Markano.
Well, I understand that, son. We all do. But this business makes you paranoid, irrational. They see Sal eating a pile of shit. They start wondering if someone's gonna serve them a plate of their own.
So you're here to decide if you're coming after me?
No. I'm here to deliver a message. You made your point, son. This all ends right here. Right now.
I got no quarrel with y'all.
Once a month, Sal kicked up 20% of his net. Cash only. Same man's been delivering it for, oh, I don't know, 40 years or so. I see no need in deviating from that, you?
No, sir.
In exchange, you run things as you see fit. Want to sell heroin? Want a whorehouse on every other corner? Makes no fucking difference to me. The only thing that matters is 20%.
And what if I decide to walk away? Leave all this behind?
Then this will be the last time we see each other. Best of luck to you, son.
Получено достижение, не все обернулось иначе. Открыто новое сюжетное задание. Сколько ехать? 2 километра, когда еду, возобновлю. Ну, я надеюсь, это последнее задание, блядь, заебало уже. 8 часов вечера, я, блядь, еще до сих пор мафия. Ага.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Him and Georgie both.
It's the best news I've heard in ages. Can we get an amen, Padre?
So what happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? It's over. Done. Finished.
I ain't talking to you. Just cause Sal Marcano's dead, Lincoln, doesn't mean it's over. Now, what you did and the size of it all, you created a storm in this here city, and it's gonna take a long time for it to dissipate, if it ever does.
With Markano dead, New Bordeaux belongs to me. Ain't nobody left to stand in my way.
You can't be serious. The point of this wasn't to replace Marcano, it was to remove him. This city's done gone through enough. It doesn't need another Sal Marcano.
This city? You've got to be fucking kidding me. This city is a cesspool. It's where people come to fuck and drink and get high.
You watch your filthy mouth.
That's what the city is, Padre. If it's not giving another Sal Marcano, it's gonna shit one out.
He's right. If it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be somebody else. Probably somebody worse.
Amen.
You remember what you told me when you came back from the war? How you wanted to go to California? Leave all this behind? And just start all over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it ain't too late, Lincoln. You can still go. Go. And don't look back.
Listen, I'd love to stay here and debate the merits of one crime boss over another, but I've got a schedule to keep. Bit of advice, though. The scumbags you've been working with, kill them. All of them. Bury them before they bury you, buddy. I'll be seeing you, Padre.
God forgive me for standing by you through all this, Lincoln. But if you do anything except leave, we're finished. You hear?
Bob.
A man's soul can only carry so much. And mine is on the verge of breaking.
Воцариться или покинуть город? Да покинем, нахуй нужен, пусть не рулят. А я сейчас где? Да отсюда ближе будет. Пусть забирают, нахуй, мне похуй вообще. Я все сделал, смотри. Тут нихуя нет больше, все, пиздец. А это что, только на плантацию отправиться, только нахуй она мне нужна. И сколько до туда ехать-то? Нихуя не показано. Блядь, да выключите вы эту говёную музыку, сука, дешевую, блядь, заебали. Нихуя надпись крепкая какая. Мафиози, потому что они пидорасы, которые третью часть сделали, они, сука, треков накидали, за которых страйк постоянно могут дать. Долбоёбы, блядь, не могли, блядь, нормально кинуть. Все, уехали. Пусть катится в жопу это нахуй. Город этот нахуй весь, сколько у меня нерв попил, блядь.
After Lincoln vanished, Cassandra took control of the city's underworld. There wasn't a crime boss from Boston to Miami who respected her claim, though, so... Commission, the Colombians, the Cubans, they all went after her. They realized too late they had no idea who they were fighting. Johnny Galante, throat slit, watching Deep Throat in a porn theater. And Manny Moreno, set on fire outside his daughter's quinceañera. Severo Garcia, buried alive on the beach, drowned when the tide came in. Anton Bagrov, beaten to death with crowbars in the parking lot of the Briar Patch. And then the real criminals came for her. The governor declared martial law, sent in the National Guard. So Cassandra shot him in the head on the steps of the Capitol building. After that, everyone got the message. The city belonged to Cassandra. But the government is like a rogue elephant. It's murderous and patient and never forgets. So the state pulled funding for the schools, city maintenance, you name it. If they couldn't get Cassandra, they'd strangle the city until it gave her up. Hurricane Cassandra, the locals called it. I mean, I don't think anyone expected the damage to be so severe that the levees would completely fail, that the flooding would wipe out half the city and force the other half to leave, that the city would turn into the ghost town it is today. I mean, it's hard to believe, really. A major American city, I mean, left to rot like that? Some say Cassandra was one of the thousands who drowned in the flood. Others say she slipped away to the swamps and still rules what's left of the city's underworld from the bayou. Either way, she's a ghost. She hasn't been seen in years. After Sal Marcano's death, Lincoln Clay disappeared. The Bureau deprioritized the investigation after a few months, but I keep an active file. In 1971, I tracked him to a California shipyard where he was working under an assumed name. By the time we got there, though, he was gone. The trail went cold, and by 77, 78, I figured he was dead. But then I got a report of someone matching his description working with the Colombians. Since then, there's a new sighting of him every couple of years.
Lincoln made it out to California. Worked at the shipyards for a few years. Had him a woman. Seemed like he was gonna get married, but then it all came apart. Don't know why. And he started moving around. He went to Alaska, New York, South America. He even went back to Vietnam. I still get postcards from time to time. You know, I think Lincoln wasn't able to accept the world for what it is, or his place in it.
Someday, he's going to get tired of running, or make a mistake, and I'll be waiting. I promise you that.
Все, не. Ну, короче, все, пацаны, прошли мафию, короче, третью с вами полностью на 100%. Игра такая себе, первая часть и вторая часть в разы лучше, а третья часть только на раз пройти, и то не каждый сможет. То есть, если делать, как я, все задания выполнять, не считая основной линии. А так, я не могу сказать, ни хуёвая она или не хорошая. Она хуёвая, знаете почему? Потому что она лагает, ну, зависает иногда непонятно. Вся локация мрачная, то есть нигде никакого зеленого яркого тона нету. То есть это все монотонно, задания похожи друг на друга. Короче, это хуйня, пацаны. Покупать я не советую, лучше скачайте рэпачок и поиграйте. Нахуй деньги тратить. В общем, а у меня все, короче, пацаны. Я с Мафией 3 закончил. Могу ее нахуй с компьютера удалять. Пизду пошла на нахуй. Вот. И переходить на другие игры. Все. Всем спасибо, что смотрел, чуваки. Всем пока. Увидимся в следующей какой-нибудь игре. Так, чуваки. Давай глянем. Есть у нас все-таки какие задания или нет? Нас требует добраться до плантации. Значит, что-то на плантации будет. Отправиться на плантацию. Потому что я не могу просто взять вот так и закончить. Потому что все-таки еще что-то есть. Нихуя троллит, видал как? Ты видел? Где выход-то, блядь? Чё? Где моя ласточка? Просто интересно, что будет. Далеко ехать? 3 километра, когда я это возобновлю. Так, ну чё, сейчас приедем, посмотрим, что там уже будет все-таки. Мне кажется, там будет замес сейчас. У меня будет возможность убить кого-нибудь из них. Я сделаю это с радостью.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
No, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
So we finally gonna get our chance to make things right in this town.
Вот ты первый лоб получишь, нахуй.
Wasn't certain we'd ever actually get here.
After all the bullshit, it's almost impossible for me to wrap my brain around the fact that we actually did it. You're a fucking saint, Lincoln. And I'm honored to know you.
Править одному.
It ain't personal.
Вот до чего жадность фраера когда губит, да? Все, их больше нету, да?
What in the fuck?
Чего, в смысле?
You want to know what happened to Lincoln? After he killed those people he worked with, I realized that he was no different from Sal Markano. So I put a bomb under his car. The things he did, that what he turned into.
Так ты, старикашка, меня убил. Сука.
I couldn't. I did some things in my life. Things that I regret. But killing Lincoln Clay isn't one of them. He carved his path out all on his own.
Сука, ты меня заебал уже, священник, нахуй.
People he killed? No. The car bomb was too quick, too clean. Sometimes I wonder, that priest, Father James Ballard, he identified the body. There's some nights when I'm down here, going over it all again. I swear I hear footsteps upstairs. It sounds like combat boots. No, I know it's just this old house creaking and moaning. When it happens, can't help but wonder if it's Lincoln Clay coming to take what's left of my life.
А можно это как-то промотать? Короче, как закончится концовка, еще вторую попробуем. Из союзников на себя всех переведем. Концовка какая-то, я просто отходил, не успел включить.
Shit that will haunt me for the rest of my life. But I did it because I believed in the fight. I believed what this nation stood for. So, to be sitting there ass deep in mud with that old woman scattered all around me, and hearing that the President of the United States had just been fucking murdered? Well, I knew right then and there that I couldn't let that stand. That I would find a way to make it right no matter how long it took. What are you saying? I'm saying...
Ну? Блять, опять что ли? Нельзя промотать эту хуйню, ебать? А, ладно, да, подождем, пока промотаюсь. Так, я здесь. Опять то же самое, воцариться или плантацию. Давай последнюю концовку посмотрим, где мы всех живых оставим. И все. Видишь, хуёво, как меня священник убил. Я живой до сих пор ездию. Упал. В общем, все. Последняя серия по Мафии. На этот раз точно. Вот. Мне уже Мафия надоела, это третья. Что ты снялся? Дай-ка мне подожди, тачку. А чё ты по капот-то открыл? Да, подожди, а где плантация-то у нас есть, чё, не? Нет, вроде ничего. А, я ему колесо пробил. А, так доеду, ничего страшного. Да, это слушай сюда же, на плантацию. Вечная концовка называется это. Да, конечно, пусть живут, чё. Сейчас последнюю концовку посмотрим и на эту серию закончим.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
Now, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
So we finally gonna get our chance to make things right in this town. Bring a balance to things. Wasn't certain we'd ever actually get here.
After all the bullshit, it's almost impossible for me to wrap my brain around the fact that we actually did it. You're a fucking saint, Lincoln. And I'm honored to know you.
Править вместе.
We're not here because of what I did, or because of what any of y'all did. We're here because we stood together. And as long as we stay strong, ain't no one ever gonna fuck with us.
After he killed Sal Markano, Lincoln Clay took over. But he wasn't content just to run the city. He expanded out across the South into Florida and even the Carolinas. There's so much money coming in, and he's been smart with it. He spreads it around, makes sure the right people get paid and stay paid. The city's favorite son. Yeah. Rebuilding the Hollow, buying up Frisco Field, reopening the theme park, all that money and goodwill. He thinks it's made him untouchable, but no one is untouchable. He might have plastered his name across a few schools and hospitals, made donations to a charity here and there, but nothing absolves him of his crimes. That's why I agreed to do this documentary. I want to shine a light on the real Lincoln Clay.
Lincoln gave in to everything. Drugs, booze, prostitutes, you name it. He made $1, he was involved. Seeing him on the news, strutting around. Sometimes I think he should have died over at Sammy's with all the rest of them. There'd be kind of a peace in that.
Священник, ты реально заебал. Когда я тебя перестану видеть уже?
Turn it off! Nothing else to say about any of this.
Опять 10-минутная концовка, блядь, титров, нахуй. Если что-то появится до конца титров, я возобновлю. О, новая катсцена.
Senator! Where were you when John Fitzgerald Kennedy was assassinated?
I don't remember. At home, I believe. I don't remember. At home, I believe.
Let me tell you where I was. A muddy hut in Vietnam. Slowly dismembering an old woman. Cutting her apart bit by bit. And do you know why? Because her son was an NVA officer. And hurting her was the only way to make him talk.
I don't understand what this has to do
What he told us saved the lives of an entire platoon. That's 42 men. Men that lived another day because I was willing to take a saw to that old woman.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. I believe that.
Sit down and shut the fuck up! I did a lot of terrible shit over there. In the name of this country. Shit that will haunt me for the rest of my life. But I did it because I believed in the fight. I believed what this nation stood for. So, to be sitting there ass deep in mud with that old woman scattered all around me, and hearing that the President of the United States had just been fucking murdered, well, I knew right then and there that I couldn't let that stand. That I would find a way to make it right no matter how long it took.
What are you saying?
I'm
Пацаны, все, тогда с Мафией 3 закончили. Всем спасибо, всем пока.